Hi, students and families. The team at Star National Academy George misses you all very much, and they have a message for you.
Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Bell. I miss you very much. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're being safe, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to let you know that this is a great time to explore your world when the weather warms up, and you can read things. You can read street signs and things like that. I also wanted to tell you that I miss you. I miss your smiling faces and hugs in the morning, but I will see you next year. Bye.
السلام عليكم. Hello, how are you? مرحبا. صديقي بده يقلكم هو كتير بحبكم. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. See you inshallah very soon. Bye bye. Say bye bye.
Guys, miss you. Hope you're all doing well. Don't forget, stay active, stay strong.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Bazzi. Just want to let you know I miss you guys all very much. Please stay home and stay safe.
I want to tell my students that I miss you and I love you so much. Stay safe, stay positive, stay strong. I love you all and looking forward to see you all in the fall. Stay safe. 1A rock.
Hi, SIA, Miss Costa. I hope online learning is going great for you. I miss you all so much, and I can't wait to see your smiling faces.
Hello, boys and girls. I want to tell you I miss you all. And remember to be positive, be kind, and be thankful, and stay happy. Bye.
Hi, guys. I miss you all. I'm Mrs. Peter. Everybody I miss. Bye.
Guys, I miss you.
Hi, everyone. I miss you, and I miss seeing your smiling faces.
Hi, everyone. I wanted to let you all know that I am thinking about you, and I miss you all so much. Keep making music and stay safe, everyone.
Hello, my friends from Star International Academy George and beyond. This is your library teacher, library in my shirt. And I just wanted to send you a message where I would like to tell you that I miss you very much. I love you very much. I want you to know that you are very dear and special to me. And I want to remind you, please, to stay healthy, to stay safe, so that we move out of this crisis as soon as possible.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Hassani from Food Service. I really want to say that we really missed you in the lunchroom, and I hope you're being safe, and I hope to see you again. Bye for now.
What great memories. These are amazing memories that we had last year, and we're looking forward to having and making a lot more memories with everybody. Hi, everyone. My name is Mrs. El Samari. I'm the principal at Star National Academy George, pre-K through second grade. And I want to thank you all for joining us on this live session today so we can discuss our Title I orientation and answer any questions that you may have. Before we do that, I'd like to introduce the SIA-G administrative team who have been doing an amazing job on the sidelines. They've been working with all of you. You may not have met them in person. You probably know them by name. So this is a great opportunity for you to get to meet everyone face to face and see them. So I'm going to give them the opportunity right now to introduce themselves and give you a little bit of information about what they do.
Hi, my name is Abir Bazzi. I'm the Early Childhood Specialist for Star International Academy, George. And my position, I work with the teachers, the students, and the parents to have a successful preschool classroom, getting them ready for kindergarten.
Hi, my name is Hafa Al-Huchaini, and I am the coordinator for tutorial ESL and Title III programs. If you have any questions in regards to ESL services or how to translation on how to navigate Google Classroom and Class Dojo, please give me a call and I'll be able to help you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Rima Darwish. I'm the Dean of Student and Family Engagement Liaison here at SIA-George. I'm here to help you with any questions or concerns. And for the students that who didn't pick up their Chromebook yet, and the ones who didn't, be able to log in into Google Classroom, please contact me. My email is going to be on the screen, located on the screen. And, بليز إذا عندكم أي سؤال أي شيء بتحبوا تسألوا اتصلوا فيي أنا معكم مسز درويش مستعدة أجاوب على أي سؤال وساعدكم بأي شيء مطلوب مني ونحن ناطرينكم and we can't wait to see you all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Al-Hassani from Food Service Manager at SIA-George. I will be helping you with all your nutrition and food service questions.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Stacy. I am the coordinator of curriculum instruction in Title I. I am here to support you with any curriculum or instructional needs that you may have.
Thank you, team. And, most of the team here, we were missing a couple of members. Mama Nadia is our district and school Arabic language coordinator who leads the Arabic department. So she has been also helping out, but she had a meeting and she wasn't able to join us today. And I've all probably spoken to Mrs. Saleh, our office manager. And I wanted to point out that most of our team here speaks Arabic and will be able to help you with translation. We're working on Arabic speaking for Mrs. Stacy, just so you know, and we're hopefully getting there. But I want to thank the entire team for joining us. They just wanted to introduce themselves and get off as they have a busy day ahead of them. Mrs. Stacy and I will be here to go over the orientation and hopefully get some questions. Thank you, team.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to go right ahead as this orientation. We usually go over during our, if you were a returning student from last year, a parent, you probably have seen this in our gym where you come in at the beginning of the year and we go through this. So what we're going to do today is actually going to go through it virtually. So you have that information right at home. So here we go. And this, before we actually get started, we had, I have this here, the communication page that has everyone's emails, which actually we're going to show you later again during one of the slides, just so that you have everyone's email. And also, we have added all of our students to a family page, SIA-George family page on Google Classroom. We've sent out the invitations to all of our students and parents. That way you can join us and we can go live with you at a later time or at a scheduled time where we can discuss if you have specific needs that we can, that you need help with or support that you need help with that we can go to. If you receive this invitation and you're not sure what it is, please be sure to accept it because this is where you'll find all of us and you'll find all of our email addresses so you can reach out to any one of us. And you'll also find additional support staff like our social worker, our school social worker, and the coordinator of special education programs. So to begin with, we follow as a school and as a district the ESSA guidelines in our in coordinating all of our programs, ensuring that our curriculum is in alignment with the state standards. This is something that gets done every year. We look over our curriculum. We ensure that the curriculum and the instruction is sustained, and we provide training for our teachers so that they can carry out the instruction for our students accordingly. We we work continuously on making sure that our instruction is effective through monitoring the student progress. We look at alignment. Our curriculum, is it aligned? Is instruction aligned with the state standards? And are teachers ready to provide that aligned curriculum and instruction? And we continuously evaluate our programs to make sure that we have everything we need. In terms of providing teacher support, we provide professional development, ongoing professional development to our teachers and support staff, paraprofessionals, substitutes, so that they have the tools that they need in order to support every child in the classroom and be able to as well answer questions that may come up from the students or the parents. We ensure that our curriculum is balanced, that we have a balance of curriculum, instruction, and assessment. We continuously monitor. That's why we have those formative assessments, summative assessments. We also have common assessments throughout the school that we look at constantly and continuously to make sure if a child is falling behind, this is where this is an opportunity for the teacher and the MTSS team, which we will talk about later, to pick up on and take action to help that child. And a lot of you are familiar with the M-STEP. If your child is in grades 3 through 11, students take the M-STEP in those grades. It's preschool through 2nd grade do not take this test. However, we do a lot of preparation and a lot of work with our pre-K through 2nd grade students to make sure that when it comes to 3rd grade and above, they are ready for it. They do take, our students in kindergarten through 2nd grade, they take the online fall NWEA, and they take it in the winter as well as the spring. They do the reading ELA and math, and that gives us a very good picture of where the students are at. And this is why we're encouraging all of our students and our parents to help them, not to help them answer the questions, rather to help them navigate the assessment. Because what's going to happen is we get those results, and what we'll do is we'll be looking at how is the child at reading. If the child is not able to answer the question, that's an opportunity for the teacher to instruct them, to teach them in those areas that they need. The parent's role in the NWEA is to make sure that the child's able to log into the NWEA assessment website, is to be able to navigate. But I know a lot of our parents are very eager to help and want to, support their children as much as possible. Just be careful not to actually, help them answer the questions, because we will not have an idea of where the child's at. So we need the student themselves to be able to answer the questions. And even if they don't, that gives us an idea of where they're at, so we can help them from there. So our school improvement plan is something that the plan is ongoing every year, and teams of staff members and parents, and we'll go into a little more detail later on. This is a continuous process that we follow every year, where we look at our programs, we look at our instructional resources, and make sure that there is a balance. We look at our needs. Are there needs that we need to have met? We look at our student data. It's a huge factor, student data. This is why we test in NWEA and other assessments. And again, that's why these assessments, you're going to hear about them a lot. And that's where we need your support in understanding first what these assessments are for, and as well as helping the child log in and navigate. And you will be getting those results later on when the assessment when the assessment window is closed. So we are as you know, Star International Academy is a pre-K through 12th grade school. The George building is pre-K through 2nd grade, and the pre-K program will be starting on September 14th. And there is a orientation specifically for the preschool students and parents, so that you'll have more information on specific to the preschool. That's coming up, and they will be discussing their curriculum, the preschool curriculum, and things like home visits. I know you may have a lot of questions on that, so that's coming up. But as a whole school, we always look at our entire plan and look at where are we headed. Is it aligned to, is our preschooler through second grade program, is it aligned to our 3rd through 12th? That is really important, because we want to make sure once they start in that 3rd grade to 5th grade, upper elementary, then they move on to middle and high school. Are they college ready? So that's why we are in complete and consistent alignment with the full program of preschool through 12th grade. So in looking at our programs, we have to have consistent assessments, as I had talked about earlier. That's why we use our NWEA. We also have other assessments that we use. The teachers use formative and also summative assessments to look at student data and kind of cross-reference and compare where the student's at. We look at our needs. What are our instructional needs? And so that's where we make decisions on purchases in terms of digital curricular instructional platforms, or digital curriculum tools that the teachers and the students use. And we are always in continuous questioning, do we need this, do we need that, to make sure that our students have everything they need. So we look at our technology as well, and that's why we have those Chromebooks purchased. If a family does not have a Chromebook yet, please be sure to reach out to the school and schedule a time to come in. Mrs. Rima Darwish will be able to help you pick up a Chromebook. And if you have questions on how to use the Chromebook, we can also support you in that area. Star National Academy has been known to have great and notable achievements throughout the year. A lot of you who've been with us, you've witnessed that we've been in multiple different arenas in the news, and we're very proud to be a part of this institution. And we're very proud to have you as parents supporting us and backing us up and working with us, because this is all the student achievements that are on here that we're proud to always present, and we want to add more and more years of notable achievements that our students continue to have. So earlier I mentioned the school improvement plan, and on a yearly basis, our SIT teams, or the school improvement teams, meet to gather information, gather data from the assessments, whether it be classroom assessment, common assessment, or state assessment. They develop goals, and they look at this data, they analyze it, and then they create a plan, or improve upon the plan that was, to see what other needs do we need? How can we support our students more to make sure that we are meeting our goals? And this is the school improvement plan is a continuous process, and I'm going to have Mrs. Stacy actually elaborate a little bit more on that, as her role, as she had mentioned, she is curriculum instruction coordinator as well as the Title I coordinator who works with all the SIT teams.
Hi everyone, this is our school, this is the process that our school improvement teams use. So basically we go ahead and we gather all of our data, and we use our data to evaluate our programs. Once we evaluate our programs and we have that data, we create a plan and we take action. Once we implement, then we go ahead and we collect more data and we reevaluate. So it's a continuous process. On the next slide, you'll see our school improvement teams. Our school improvement teams are made up of staff and parents. If you are interested in joining, we recommend that all of our parents join. And this is our information that you can reach out to either myself, Mrs. Alsamari, Mrs. Safa Al-Hachimi, or you can call the main office letting us know that you're interested, and then someone will get in contact with you.
Thank you, Mrs. Stacy. And we do have some of our middle and high school students who are capable of, joining. We encourage our students to join because it's important to hear everyone's feedback and help and work as a team to develop those goals, because those goals are for the students. And here are the assessment measures that we use to gather the data that we discussed. So STEP, NWEA, WIDA for secondary students, PSAT. Fontes and Pinnell is an assessment and reading that we used last year. We're still going to see how that works with the virtual instruction and notify our parents once we have more information on that. So we look at all this assessment data, the standardized, the common assessments, and we also look at part of our a plan. The data we gather is also stakeholder feedback. We send out surveys to all of our parents, staff, and students, and we gather your input based upon your experiences and how effective the instruction was, and because that's really an important component. We also look at staff performance evaluations and work from that to make sure that we have met all the needs and make new goals to make sure that if there are needs that we're not meeting, create those goals to make sure that they are aligned with those needs that we have. The My School Data website is a really wealth of information. I invite all of our parents to log in to the My School Data website. Here you can look up our school, you can look up information, past assessments, accountability scorecard. It's really, it's a great website to go to give you an idea of, how we've been doing throughout the years. And most of you should have received, if not all of you, the grading system, which has not changed from last year. So if you're a returning student or parent, it should not be, there shouldn't be any change in this. So some of the measures that we're monitoring, we want to make sure there's 85% of students that meet growth targets. And if there isn't, then we start looking at subgroups. We start looking at different things that may have affected the growth. And this is where we ask, this is why we assess our students. We want to look at their data. We assess them. If we just do one assessment and we're done with, we really have no information to work with. That's why we continuously assess and monitor to make sure that we're always providing support so they can show that growth. I mentioned earlier too that we have an MTSS process, and I'm going to leave Mrs. Stacy, as she's one of the MTSS leads, to discuss that a little further.
Yeah, so this is the process that we use for MTSS to ensure that all of our students, that their needs are being met. So we've created a team, an MTSS team of teachers and admin that meets regularly, and we review the data to ensure that our students are progressing. On the next slide, you'll see our MTSS model. And so basically all of our students start MTSS in Tier 1. And if we notice that a student is struggling, then we would progress them to Tier 2 or Tier 3, which is more tailored instruction based off of the student's needs. Our MTSS process is 6 to 8 weeks. And after the 6 to 8 weeks, we meet again as a team to look at the data again to see how our students are progressing. If we were to notice that maybe a student may possibly need special education services, then we would go ahead and we would follow our special education referral process.
Took me a minute to unmute. And I wanted to also add, so if as Mrs. Stacy had mentioned, is 6 to 8 weeks. However, if let's say we notice that a child is struggling right now, that doesn't mean we have to wait, for that long to start, doing observations and making an assessment, because we want to make sure that we are attending to the student's needs immediately. The reason why we give it that long is because when we introduce, when a teacher introduces a new strategy, in the classroom, we have to give it time to see if it actually works or not before we move on to the next thing. Because if we don't give it enough time, at least that long, at least 2 weeks of trying or 3 weeks, then we're really not, we're giving up so quickly, and we're saying there is an actual bigger problem. And most of the time, when you introduce a new strategy and you give it time to work, it actually improves the student progress. And then, you know, we move on, we find out, okay, that's great, this is working, let's keep going. Because our intention is to support the students and not to label anyone. I did mention that Mrs. Adrush, our special education coordinator, is heavily involved with the special education team in looking at special education services, providing those. If you know you have a question on that, her email address as well is on the communication page, which will also show up later. For technical support, a lot of questions have been coming in from parents. We have been messaging back on Class Dojo, Remind, phone calls and emails, and we'll happily continue to do that because we want to support you in any way. If you have an issue with, let's say, your Google account information is not working, you've tried it, you logged in, it didn't work, we encourage you to message your classroom teacher so that the teacher can contact technical support and they'll be able to help you. They can troubleshoot the situation by giving direction to the teacher, or possibly going remotely to assist you directly. If that none of this is resolved, then you can call the main office and we can, you know, look at other options. Same thing if you feel like your Chromebook isn't working, you're having issues with certain websites, your headphone isn't working, it isn't cooperating. A lot of times it's an easy fix. We found a lot of headphones that the volume is turned all the way down, you weren't able to hear. So we can walk you through some steps to help you out. The team that you met earlier this morning, or not earlier this morning, earlier this broadcast, they have been on the phone calling. So you probably spoke to a lot of our staff members, and they've, you know, called you back and walked you through some issues. We're more than happy to help you over the phone. If still doesn't resolve, make an appointment, call the office, and, you know, we can troubleshoot the issue right here in the building. We'll meet you outside by the door, and, you know, we'll help you with whatever needs you have, because we want to make sure that you are staying connected. We also have our school social worker and dean of students who are working together to provide social, emotional, and mental health support. If you have if you notice that your child is showing signs of social, emotional, or concerns, please reach out to us so we can provide assistance and support as needed. We will be holding PDs, possibly on a monthly notice. We will be releasing the schedule to you so that you have an idea of when you know, we'll be on and live, so you can ask us questions, reach out for help. But we will be having several different topics we'll be discussing that hopefully will meet your need and your child's need. Discussing our Title I, as you have, I believe I have mentioned, we are a Title I school, and Title I is the funding, the grant that is allocated for the schools based on the percentage of the students receiving free reduced lunch. We are a Title school, and the Title I provides funding for our school to help provide support in terms of curriculum and human resources. And we'll discuss a little more about Title I so you'll have an idea. So title funds, as I have mentioned, serve children in needs, and we look at their academic progress and attendance progress, and we make phone calls and make sure that you are you're helping your child at home, or if you have enough support to help your child at home, we'll walk you through whatever process. And this is why you get these phone calls for attendance, because we want to make sure that the students are attending those sessions with their teachers on a daily basis to receive support. It's great if you are able to help your child at home, and we recommend that everybody work with your children. However, we want to make sure those certified teachers who are capable of, you know, of doing, of working with your children and teaching them, we want to make sure that they receive that instruction from them so they can, you know, progress even more. So in our SIP plan, we had mentioned before that we collect this data and analyze it, and we create this SIP plan to make sure that we are covering all of our needs. We put in our programs. We have a comprehensive plan that includes our curriculum plan, curriculum programs rather, and what support systems we have. And if you notice this year, your teachers, your children's teachers have signed you up for a lot of digital curricular tools that'll help you while you're at home. And this is an overview of our grants. Title I and we use our Title I to purchase some of our school needs, our, like I said, our curricular materials, some of our technology materials. Our Title II, we use that to provide professional development for our staff so that they're continuing their growth and they can provide further support for your child. Title III is our immigrant student program. Unlimited English Proficient Program, where we support our English language learners. The GSRP, Mrs. Abir Bazi, who was on earlier, she's our curriculum or preschool coordinator who coordinates the GSRP program for the preschool students. The 31A we use to support our at-risk students to make sure that they have necessarily material and paraprofessional support to work with them on a continuous basis. And every year we look through our goals and make sure that we are developing these goals to provide enough support so our students meet the goals and are proficient in every single subject area. And we measure this progress using those assessments that we talked about earlier. M-STEP is one of the measurements that we use. And again, it's grades through 11. And the PSAT is also for the secondary school students. The WIDA is another assessment that we use to measure, and this one is specifically for English learners, for students who have indicated on, if you're a parent of a child who has indicated on their application that your child speaks a language other than English at home, then your child may qualify for ELL services. And what we do is we screen our students to determine if they qualify, and then we provide services on that. And you'll probably be, next week, you'll be receiving calls if you are of a ELL, if you're a parent of an ELL child, you'll be receiving calls to talk to you about that service, and students will be assessed in February. And again, this is not every child. Not every child will be assessed in WIDA. It's only for students who are ELLs or English learners. Additional assessments, we have used Fontes and Pinnell in the past as well, and we'll work out, we'll see how this will work out on a virtual level. And what Fontes and Pinnell does is it measures reading. And then we also have the ongoing classroom formative and summative assessments. And here are some terms that we have mentioned before, Title I, 31A, and this PowerPoint will be available, and this information will be available to our parents, so that if you have questions later that we can get to today, or if I'm going too fast, which I realize I am a little bit, I want to make sure that I go through everything and give you all the information you need. You'll have access to that. Title I improvement strategies. Once again, we use our assessments. We have to evaluate on a regular basis, and we have to provide intervention if we see the need after we do our evaluation. So in addition to our teachers working with the students, our paraprofessionals, we also have interventionists who work with students on reading specifically, and then we have our English language interventionist who works with the English language students who need support in the English area. We also have, we always encourage our parents to volunteer and be a part of this school and its programs. And for during the duration of the time that we are virtual, we encourage you to join us during these live broadcasts and then family engagement opportunities to learn more and to provide, support, or to get support as well, and take a part in our Title I team and our SIT teams, so you can provide your input. And of course, please, when you get those surveys, that'll help us tremendously as well. So make sure to take some time and answer those surveys. One of the things that because of the where we are in the pandemic, last year instruction was emergency instruction, where we wanted to make sure that our students have continuous learning. This year, we have no waivers in terms of attendance or instruction. Students must attend school. Students must attend the live sessions. They must participate and have their attendance taken. So we encourage all of you, all of our parents, and all of our students listening to us to look at your schedule. If you have no idea of, or have questions on when live goes on, please reach out to your teachers. They are the best person to communicate with. First, start there. And if you still need support and you're still having difficulties, reach out to one of us or call the main office, and we'll direct you to the right place, or we'll find the information out for you. Because of the emergency last year, there is no AR report. However, if all this information, Title I, AER from past years, will all be available on our website, on our school website. So be sure to visit that if you need information. There's a lot of, a wealth of information too on the website in terms of parent resources. So be sure to visit that. And I had mentioned earlier the limited proficiency, or limited English proficiency, are students who are not proficient in the English language, who will, if they have been identified as LEP, or limited English proficient, they will continue to take, to receive ELL services this year. For new students, you will be receiving a phone call from one of our staff members to talk to you and your child and ask you some questions to determine whether or not they meet the qualifications, so that we can provide services to them. And our parent involvement policy is also on our website, and I encourage you to visit that and get to know more of how you can be a part of your child's education. And here's the link to the parent resources page that I was talking about. You'll find information on our AER report, on transparency report, board of directors meetings, and times you'll be able to attend, and then as well as the student parent handbook. The school parent compact is something that we have sign and go through every year. We have yet to have our students and parents complete the contract. We will be reaching out to you and giving you more information on that in the near future, on how to complete the contract, which will include the handbook and the parent school, or the school parent compact. All of our parents and students have a right to know how their child is doing. This is why we provide progress reports, and we also provide report cards at the end of each semester. In the middle of these times, though, if it's not a progress report day or a progress report week, and it's not the end of the semester yet, and you did not receive your report card, so what you could do is be sure to log into the PowerSchool Parent Portal and check in. You will have access to your child's scores, assessments, and be able to see every assignment in there, so you can kind of communicate with them and make sure that they're on track. All of our teachers and staff members are highly qualified. They wouldn't be a part of your child's life if they weren't. You have a right to know if they are not. And all of them are certified and highly qualified, and they meet the requirements by the state of them to be able to instruct their students. We do encourage you to join one of the SIT teams, attend board meetings, meet with the principal or administrative staff if you need to, or if you have questions or you need support. We may not be able to get to you immediately, with the phone call, but we will be, we will guarantee that we will return your call, your question, your message, because we do have a lot of parents who reach out to us, and we're so grateful for this because we gather a lot of input from you guys, and we are in constant work to develop our communication processes, our how we run our instructional program to make sure that we meet the students' needs and that we are in communication with you because you are our partner in this. You have, as I mentioned, you have a right to request a meeting if you have a question or concern, and my email address is on the communications page, and it's also on the Google Classroom family page for you if you need to. And I actually have left it quite a few times on our Remind and Class Dojo. Please be sure, if you have not signed up to our Reminder Class Dojo, be sure to sign up because we do send a lot of messages, and you have the ability to translate this information to Arabic if you need to, or I'm not sure if it translates to other languages. I believe it does. The Epstein framework of our family engagement process includes communication, ongoing communication. That's why we always encourage our parents to join our numerous social media accounts and, Class Dojo Remind. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We send a lot of communication. Stay connected. We provide support for parenting, learning at home. This is where we'll hold our monthly live broadcasts where I was talking earlier about. We'll be providing you with more information on what topics we'll be talking about, what topics we'll be covering, so that you can join us and help and learn with us as we go. So these are the opportunities for you to get involved. There's school improvement teams, school events based on, as I'd mentioned, we will release school improvement or school or family engagement events for you to take a part of. You can always take part of the Parent-Teacher Council. Volunteering, because we are in a virtual setting, there may be opportunities to volunteer. You are actually volunteering right now in your teacher's classroom when you're working live. However, our volunteering kind of changed over the years. Being in the classroom, we're so grateful to have such parents who provide a lot of volunteering in the school and in the classrooms, and we had great events in the past, which we will continue to have virtually. Learning opportunities, we have newsletters that go out, as well as the Classroom Dojo and the Remind. So be on the lookout. We have brochures here in the building with different various topics we can make available to you if you'd like to learn more and pick them up. Mrs. Darwish will be more than happy to assist with that. Our school hours, as you know, school started August 31st, and we're going virtual until September 30th. And then if the situation or the circumstances change, we will be sure to notify our parents in advance and our students so that our days, our school days and times start at 7:55 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So please be sure you are working with your child so that they're attending their live sessions. If the student is not in the live session, their attendance cannot be taken. We can't, we don't do the questions anymore. We have to take attendance on the live session. So please make sure your child is participating. And on Fridays, our schedule is a half day always to allow the teachers to have professional learning in the afternoon. So be sure that you're attending the live sessions with your teachers on Friday, 7:55 through 12:30. If you're not in a live session, there are assignments and tasks for you that the teacher has left for you to work on with instruction. Please be sure that your child is always active and is always learning. It's really, really important that the learning is a continuous process. And we are semester-based. That has not changed from last year. So semester 1 will end in January. That's where we will release report cards to our students and parents. And before we release the report cards, we will make sure that you have progress reports that go out to you once in a while, so you have an idea of how your child is doing. And again, you're always welcome to access the Power School, the parent portal in Power School, and be able to see the assignments your child's working on or have missed, so that you're always on top and your child is, always stays on top. Here, once again, this is our contact information. You have all of our email addresses, and if you accept the invite, when you accept the invite, because we really want to see all of our parents and students participating in the family page, you will see that all these email addresses are on the page, so you can email any one of us at any time with questions or anything. The phone number for the building is also here, so you can call this school and they can direct you to the right person. And I think we did a great job time-wise. And I wanted to see if there are any questions or comments from any of our students or parents that we can answer at this time. We have a question about first grade Power School account. Yes, please go ahead and email me at nalsamari@starpsa.org. Include your child's first and last name and their section, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. Great question. Thank you, Amir Al-Mullah. We love you guys too, and we miss you so much. August to September, that's correct. The virtual learnings from August to September, as was mentioned in our previous live forums, if this changes, we will notify our parents in advance. So does that mean we'll start actual school after September? That all depends on the circumstances of where we are, you know, how we're always in, you know, on the lookout for information from our state governor. We have to make sure that we're following the law, as well as we have to make sure that our school is ready to receive our students, because number one for us is student and staff safety. So we want to make sure that everyone's is safe and healthy before we can do that. So you will get notification on this information before, you know, changes are made. And if you have not completed the survey, or if you need help with that, thank you, Mr. Sherifuddin, for posting that again. Be sure to submit your choice on here. Semester 1 will be done in January, but that doesn't mean we have to wait until that time to follow up with our children's progress. Please do that now. I want to reiterate on the NWEA assessments, which are going on right now. And Mrs. Stacy's face is lighting up. She's been helping all day long, every day, being technical support. We are here to help you. We understand it can be frustrating. We had to learn that ourselves, so it's okay. We want to make sure that you're logged on, your child is on, and they are able to complete the assessment. What's important? Make sure your child is the person that's completing the assessment and answering the question. I don't know, Mrs. Stacy, if you want to add anything on the NWEA.
I just want to thank all the parents for their patience and their support. They're doing a great job trying to help all the students at home. So thank you all.
Absolutely.
And keep up the great work.
Yes, we really, really thank you. And we don't know what to do without you. Like I said, you are our partner. So we want to continue this partnership while we work out our kinks here in the, you know, in the building, and we try to work out on the website, make sure everything works. We want to help you, but we also need your help. Please make sure your child is the one taking the test. That way, that'll give us a really good idea of where they are. If they're not able to take the test, that's okay, because what'll happen is the teacher will be able to see this and will help them on the things that they'll need help with. So it's okay if your child is struggling at this point. That's our job. This is where we find out, okay, they're struggling. Okay, let's help them out. But if you let's say you answer a question or something for the parent for your child, we can't tell, is it, you know, do they need help? Maybe they don't. So we need that assessment to be authentic. And we thank you so much for all that you've been doing and helping out. And yes, we do wish we do wish that we go back to normal, and we really miss our kids. We miss seeing them here in the building. Are you the new principal? I have been the principal here at SIA-George for the pre-K through second grade school building for the past, I believe, 8 years. If we have not met, nice to meet you. I'm here to support and help with anyone in anything needed. I believe you have met Dr. Abid, who is the new principal for the next building, which is the 3rd through 12th grade. How can we be updated on the students' progress? Great question. Option 1, log into parent portal and look at the grades and assignments. If you don't have access to that, please send me an email and I can help you with that. Option 2, you will be receiving progress reports generated by the teachers and sent to you. Always, also, I want to make sure, I want to mention that I want you to check that Gmail account, because you may be receiving emails there and not seeing them. We had a lot of parents asking. I know it's a new thing, but it's really been working really well for a lot of our students. So check it out and make sure that if you're receiving important emails that you are constantly in contact with your classroom teacher. If you're not receiving anything and you feel like you missed something, reach out to your teacher. They're the #1 point of contact for you. And if they can't help you, they'll reach out to the right person. And if that doesn't work, then, we're all here as a team to help you out. Thank you so much. And we love all of you guys. We really appreciate all the work and all support. We really appreciate your patience with us. It's a learning process that we've been doing, and we've been learning as we go. And, we learned so much. I believe everyone here learned so much as administration and students and parents. We'll be very skilled by the end of this, right? Very skilled. Thank you so much for all of you that attended, and those of you who were not able to make it. This video is going to be available on our Facebook page, so you're able to view it, so you can catch up on the new information. Thank you, Mrs. Stacy, for staying on. I know you're all day long in WEA. Probably don't want to hear that word anymore.
Absolutely, no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Sharifuddin, for hosting this, and I want to wish everyone a great evening, and see you all virtually soon. Bye-bye.